Hey yo guys, it's now time for the WWE One Night Stand review. One Night Stand took place from Jacksonville, Florida at the Veteran Memorial Coliseum. So let's just get to the card. The first match of the night was the stretcher match between Randy Orton versus Rob Van Dam. This was a bad match to start the show, but it really it impressed me. I thought it was a pretty good match. I mean, I didn't like the stretcher match to start the show, but no. I liked the start of the match with Van Dam, going for his Rob Van and then just kicking Orton right in the face. I mean, he had too many of those kicks eventually in the match, but that's a great way to start the match by catching the fans off guard with something like that. RVD is a damn good seller, guys, with the eyeball thing after getting kicked in the head and got the head beatdowns in the match. RVD is probably the best seller going on right now. I thought there were a lot of good parts in the match too. I mean, when Van Dam went for Rolling Thunder, great right there, and Van Dam catches him and turns it into a power, or not Van Dam, Orton caught Van Dam in Rolling Thunder in the power and turned it into a power slam. That was cool. And Van Dam took a sick bump when he went for the flip over the top rope and landed right on the stretcher. I mean, that was a sick bump. But all in all, it was really not that special other than those few spots, but it was actually not that bad of a match. So Van Dam won after another kick to the head, causing Orton to be on the stretcher and Van Dam crossing the stretcher across the finish line. So I go 0 for 1 in my first match, even though I knew I should have picked Van Dam, but me being stupid, I didn't. Match 2 on the night was a 6-man table match, San Dreamer and CM Punk versus the New Breed members, Elijah Burke, Matt Striker, and Marcus Corvon. It had a slow start, really, in my mind. Not much happened. But then it picked up. I mean, it got into a great pace of a match. I mean, another great sell in the match was Striker selling the Bulldog perfectly from Punk, landing straight on his head. I mean, that was just fantastic. Had a great powerbomb by Marcus Corvon. This match, I will agree with Mark P. There was not a lot of, edginess in that match, like where you thought for sure someone was going through and then someone just knocks a table away. But that never happened really in the match. You just had a lot of action and then the tables finish at the end. I did like the table finish at the end though, with Striker getting suplexed, Burke, and going through the table. That was damn good, and Tommy Dreamer hit a sweet pile driver. I mean, this match was probably one of the better matches on the night. It's probably the second best match on the night in my mind. I thought it was damn good, and I got at least that match correct. So anyway, moving on to match 3, which was the ladder match for the World Tag Team titles, the Hardy Boys versus the World's Greatest Tag Team. The Hardys got a huge pop in the last 3 pay-per-views. They've been getting these huge pops, and I don't know why. I mean, they're not as good as they used to be, man. They're not the same Hardys from 01 or 00 or 2000. I mean, they're overrated right now. I mean, they suck. I mean, they're just terrible. The match was good, but it had a bad moment when the World's Greatest Tag Team went for that wishbone move where they rolled over. That was fucking shitty as hell. I mean, Jeff Hardy just tapped that ladder, and the crowd shat all over that move. Benjamin took a good backdrop onto the ladder from the that was on the apron to the guardrail, and that was pretty sweet. I mean, the ladder kind of bent sideways. I mean, Benjamin took a lot of bumps in this one. So did Haas. Okay, the move of the night is clearly Benjamin, the move where he would normally jump over Haas's shoulders, land on the back. Well, he did that from the top of the ladder onto Matt Hardy's back. Like, that was just intense. Must have been some serious pain going through Matt Hardy's back there. But all in all, it was a good match. Not a great ladder match. It could have been a lot better, let's say that, but it was still pretty impressive. Match of the night, hands down. But also for Shelton Benjamin, after fucking up his attempt at the dive off the top rope, he turned it into a drop kick. That was impressive as hell. Shelton Benjamin is the best athlete in WWE right now, as he always has been. But anyway, the Hardys win, and I thought it was the wrong decision, considering the Hardys lose the titles the next night on Raw to Cade Murdoch. Why don't you make it go to a heel team like the World's Greatest Tag Team? I mean, that would have been a lot better. Fucking stupid. And then, after the match of the night, we go to a fucking disgusting match between Mark Henry versus Kane. It's not Extreme Rules. It's just a ladder match. I mean, this whole thing is supposed to be the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, and your one match is not even Extreme Ruled. It was, first of all, bullshit that Chris Benoit was a lumberjack, and like Mark P said, that fucking Santino doesn't come out with the IC, come out with the Cruiserweight title, and Carlito got a good pop. Carlito probably got pop of the night for that match, and he was just a lumberjack. This match was so fucking bad, I just had to skip the end, and I knew that Henry won, so I got that one right. I just could not stand for that. That was the worst fucking match I've ever seen. Yeah, ever seen. Then the fifth match of the night was the ECW World Title fight between Mr. McMahon and Bobby Lashley. First of all, if you want to start your match off on the wrong way, watch this, where Bobby Lashley, in his infinite wisdom, decides, yeah, I'm gonna go do a fucking plancha over the top rope and fuck it up because I'm an idiot. God. Fucking Black Lesnar. Stupid. Just landing on his fucking head. Twat. Good God. And not even much. This is the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. And no blood. There was no blood anywhere in this pay-per-view. Oh, God. And then this match, I have to go back to it. It's fucking boring. Like, most of the match is disgusting and boring. And there's no blood, no weapons. We only had Shane McMahon's 2 spots with the elbow drop to the ECW table, and he went coast to coast. But really, this match sucked, and we had Super 2 Bobby Lashley win the ECW title again, which I think is okay. I mean, I hate him to death, but it's better him champion than Mr. McMahon. But yeah, anyway, Lashley wins with that. With the spear, and he's the new ECW champion. And then we had the pudding match, which was for Candice Michelle versus Melina. No comment. Horrible match. The pudding could have been shit. And I swear to God, that match was worse than the pig pen match between Henry Godwin and Triple H from like 95. Worse than that match. And that was a horrible match. Anyway, so Candice won. It was stupid, and we had women kissing, and I don't care. I'm not 5. Match 7 was the World Heavyweight title match, the Steel Cage match, Edge versus Batista. See, if any match, this was the one that needed blood, because this match was boring. This is the most boringest cage match I have ever seen in my life. Horrible match. Edge at least wins, and they go for a Orndorff-Hogan Saturday Night Main Event finish where both men go out the same way at the same time, and Edge wins and keeps the title, which is the right decision, but still, this match needed blood. I mean, Edge needed to be busted open so bad in this one. I mean, Edge's only other good cage angle, and that was a fucking entertaining as hell match. But when you're in there with a goon like Batista who can't do shit, it just is ruining Edge right now. Edge needs to feud with someone who can go. I mean, if Kane were to feud with him, it would be much better. But anyway, the last match of the night, and Edge won, as I said, so I got that one right. So the last match of the night was the WWE Championship Falls Count Anywhere, John Cena versus the Great Khali. Cena gets a huge pop because this is a WWE pay-per-view, and the E-marks are all up in there. This was the worst match, too. This was a shitty match, too. I mean, it was slow as hell. I mean, you can't really remember anything other than Cena F-U-ing Khali off the stage and winning. So anyway, yeah. Fuck. That's all I'm going to say on that. So anyway, this pay-per-view in my mind is like a 4.6, because it was okay. But then it dropped down. It's like matches 4 to 8 were garbage. So anyway, that's my one-night stand review. Peace out.